It's threatened to do a lot of things when you stay in a place that is always trouble, problem, beating all the time. Some people receive beating every day. And it happened even the opposite side of it, because my cousin, my senior cousin, used to be, the wife of my senior cousin used to beat him. You know, there are some situations like that. Hello, welcome to this episode of Real Freedom. Yes, on this episode, I want to specifically encourage any woman or girl child going through domestic violence. Yes, today is International Elimination of Violence Against Women. Today is a special day. It's a special day to create awareness. You know, as you can see, the topic today is all about violence against women and girl child. We come from the third world, in Africa precisely, people discriminate you because you are not married. Whatever, a widow is actually better most of the time. But those who walk away from a place that was not conducive for them, yes, most of the time is because we are having this problem, this crisis that lead to this violence and so on, because we are not compatible. When you find out that you are in a place that is not conducive for you, you are not accepted, you are not welcome, one of the first steps to take is to walk away. I know that it's not easy to walk away from violence, because we stay there because we want to stay married. If we go out, we smile. If we go back to the house, we are sad. So we pretend as if everything is okay, because the people out there, the society, don't allow or don't permit us to speak out. If you speak out about something that you are going through, people will actually stigmatize you. They can give you a name because you talk too much, you complain too much. You are not the only person in that kind of situation. Why is your own different? Every man is the same. No, everyone is not the same. People can take this differently. You know, it's not because Mrs. A survived that Mrs. D is going to survive. So the best thing is to check who you are, what you can accommodate. If you need to walk away, you walk away. Everyone must not be like others, those who stays and they survive it. I remember many years ago when I was still a little girl, my teacher, my primary school teacher, died during her pregnancy. She was beaten by her husband. Then he was taken to the hospital and she died and never returned to school. A beautiful woman, very beautiful outwardly, you know. And I feel very sad. I feel very sad even as a child. I know it was not right, because I saw the man still going around and the children were suffering. They were suffering. They had to push the biro in the market to help people to pack their things. And this is very difficult because the environment was not dried. It was a very chaotic environment and dusting, dirty places, you know. And these children were very neat, because I know them right from where they were very young. So at that age of 7, 8, these children were dirty, hustling in the market, in the open market, dirty, big market, you know. They have to go in there to get some change, some coins to survive, or maybe they were doing it for somebody, but the children were not looking good. So you up there as a woman, you are saying that you are staying in that violent situation, relationship, because of your children, yet you leave the children alone and the heir to suffer. But if you are taking a good decision, then with your normal mind, with your sound mind, you will be able to protect these children and guide them, because you walk away from that environment and create something new for the children. And you need to know that it's not all about you. I saw a child then, maybe the child was about 2-3 years, somewhere in a church, and the woman was a choir leader, the singing group. She was the leader. And when this child wants to fight, you see that she can do it like the way the adult do it, like this, a little child. You see the father, you see the mom. Later she died anyway. there was later after she died, you start hearing things, you know, like she was sick for a very long time and she got to know about it. I thought she was pregnant actually, when it was already too late. Some environment somebody will be, you are struggling with that situation. When you come out, you smile for people, you are not smiling for yourself. Then you go back, you are in that situation. There are many things you will be distracted, even your health. Because if it is some blows that give you that pain, you don't know, or maybe it's medical. So you will face the outward, you will be taking painkillers, and those painkillers will cover up the other chronic situation you have. You will be distracted to do a lot of things when you stay in a place that is always trouble, problem, beating all the time. Some people receive beating every day. And it happened even the opposite side of it, because my cousin, my senior cousin, used to be, the wife of my senior cousin used to beat him. You know there are some situations like that. But most of the time, women suffer a lot, and their children carry the same pain, the same situation, without them knowing. They think they are protecting the children, while the children are actually the victims. They grow up doing the same thing they saw you doing, like that 3-year-old child who know how to set a proper stuff like this. And it was really funny because he was a little boy, but even from there, any intelligent person will know that there is a reason that child learned how to do that. Because the woman could do that, like playing. She used to play, like doing things like this, you know, she used to play. But it's not just that play, it's not actually a joke. Because the guy built his body, is very huge. So he can really mount on this woman very well. And sometimes you see her carrying a swollen face. And I thought she's like that because maybe she's growing fat, the chin become big and so on, with heavy makeup covering with hair, just the way I am now. You will not see the side of my face. So that is it. People need to open up, and also we need to give the opportunity for those women going through this, or a girl child going through this, to be open, to open up, you know, to open up to us. If we are the judge in their lives, they will never open up to us. And most of the time, those who judge others because of what they are going through, because they speak out, because you don't need to speak out, they want you to stay in silence, and they will, before you know it, it's too late for them. Those who judge others always have difficulties to speak out themselves when they are going through the same thing, because they pretend that everything is okay, because they are judging others, they are mocking others. So violence against women is not just from the opposite sex, or the husband, or the boyfriend, or the partner, but most of the time it comes from a fellow woman. It comes from a fellow woman, because if you see something that is not good and you refuse to stop it or to talk about it, you are as well guilty. You are guilty. I remember the story of this Jewish, that those who were there when this wicked man was treating them bad, eliminating them, they were also guilty of the same crime. So when you see something wrong going on around you, you feel concerned because it's not affecting you, but you never know what happens tomorrow, because tomorrow is always pregnant. Tomorrow never finish. It's always pregnant. You don't know what tomorrow is going to give birth to. So somebody is experiencing domestic violence today, and you feel unconcerned, and you do whatever you like. You shut them up. Most of the time you see on social media, somebody speak out, they shut them up. They give them names like, hey, you cannot stay in husband's house, or especially we from Africa. Yes. So this is how we shut people up. Tomorrow, even when somebody hold a knife on the neck of someone, they will not talk. They prefer to stay there, so that they know they are only mocked and humiliated in one place. And they never think that the worst can happen. You know, some of the time they don't know that that person can go to that extent. And most times it's not intentional. It's not intentional, because somebody can think that they are enjoying doing that. I mean, to eliminate someone or a woman is not their intention. Maybe they thought they can be doing that forever. If they know that that person is going to give up the ghost, they will never do that, because they will like to have that person around. They will like to continue doing that. That slave, they are maltreating, kicking, matting on them, blowing, you know, doing all kind of things. They need it to survive. This kind of people that do this, they are like sick people. They cannot do without doing that. That is why when they get another woman, the same thing will happen. maybe the one that first wife, they are going to use it definitely to flog the second wife, because when that first slave is gone and another one enters, sometimes they may eliminate that first woman and they go free. They take the second woman, the same thing will continue. At the end of the day, we are still the victims, and whatever happened to our fellow women is in our hands most of the time, because we are the one to shut them up, we are the one to judge them, we are the one to keep them, to make them to keep silent. They should not talk about it. It is forbidden to talk about certain things, you know, because you have to be a virtuous woman. So that is why many women are dying in silence. So it's time to create awareness, to say no to domestic violence, even violence, any kind of violence. It's time to say no to it. God bless you, and hope to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.